Good morning. How are we? How is audio? Good morning. Happy time zones. How is audio? Please tell me how things are. We have some changes to the Sweet Wild streams. Tell me you hear the music. The other thing is, if you hear the music, the other thing is that none of you can control is if it's not captured in the VOD post stream. That's gonna be so key. How are we? Hero, Chica is on lurk, Sarm is on lurk. It's Monday. We might have a lot of lurkers today, and I welcome that. I welcome that. Um, and Pale Llama was first today. Grabbed the first early bird. Thank you for the hugs. I really appreciate that. Um, I'm just a few minutes late, so I didn't send this in chat. A few minutes late. But we have some new things for co-working, very specifically. We have this cozy forest environment. I don't want to say layout or overlay. It's an environment. It's our cozy space. Um, and you can still see my Triforce a little bit. Maybe I should move the camera over. I might do that. Hold on. Let's do that on stream right now. The other cool thing. Oh, you're not turning. There. There. That's a little better. The other cool thing is I figured out how to blur my camera without having a spiffy, expensive camera. So the background looks blurred, but that's just through a plugin. So it's not just a filter through OBS, but a really quick, easy to use plugin. So it just makes things a lot nicer. And then the other thing is the circular frame. This is going to be really handy for the co-working so we can have more of the cozy forest environment. Yeah, we got stuff, new stuff. I have a lot to work on. I have to first make that uwu command. I'm really excited to be part of Uplifting Women Unite Raid Train. It actually starts this Friday, lasting through March 8th or 9th, depending on your time zone. And my stream spot is March 5th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Very excited for that. So I need to work on that. My personal list right there, my task is filled up. I have a lot to work on. Feel free to use Super Sweetbot. As always, please join in on the co-working, the body doubling, the productivity, all of that jazz, helping each other stay on task and focused. And can anyone confirm they can hear the music? One more time. There is a Pokemon in chat. I want to figure out how to get the response when PCG has a drop to where my streamer bot just comes up automatically, so I don't have to write that myself. But there is a Pokemon in chat. Miss Diane, hello, hello. Hero, I see you chatting. I need you to be my ears. Please confirm you all hear the music, that things are going well, and then post stream I'll figure out if things went well for the VOD. But the reason I keep asking that question is because everything's plugged in separately now, which is very new to me. I had 2 friends helping me with this. I wouldn't say it took all weekend so much as I worked on it in chunks. So, yeah, just a little bit of paranoia on my end. Just a little bit of paranoia. I hope you're doing well, Miss Diane. It's so good to see you. I am seeing everybody with these red hearts. Share the love. I love it. There's no music. That's what I was afraid of. Thank you. Renting a car to throw things at the landfill. Oh, thank you, Llama. You don't have the music, but you're on your phone very low. Fair, fair. Okay. That explains why it looks like it does this entire time. Because it's not moving up and down like it should with my green bar. So that makes me worried that in the VOD, maybe the mic is not going to be captured. This is going to be so interesting. I want to get our pomos started as well. Maybe that will be my first task. We'll be figuring out, and you all can help me along with this. Anyone that has the time to stay and listen in. So let's see. Part of it is because, okay, so if I just take Spotify out, close out of this. Okay, so I am starting things over. Music. Aha! It's now officially loaded. Okay, so it's loaded there, but it's still not green. Why? Thank you, Hero. That's an adorable emote. Whose emote is that? Oh, I don't know who that is. Oh, I don't know who that is, but that's cute. Portia! Hi, sweetheart. Portia, I don't know if you can hear. I know that in the mornings you are getting the kiddos ready. I don't have music going that you all can hear. I'm going to get the pomo started. This is what we're starting with today. So is it timer start? Timer 1, 3? Okay, so for this particular first session, invalid time. Oh, you sush. Saribot. Saribot's easing in on Super Sweetbot there. Oh no, I didn't move feed the mods. Hold on. Let's move that. There we go. That's the one. There we go. That's an easy fix. I moved all the GIFs yesterday. So for today's first Pomo session, everyone, we're going to have our mic on. We're going to have Sweet try to figure this out along with all of you. You'll eat that? Yeah, I will too. Okay. So you are hearing, did you all hear the early birds, however? Can anyone answer me that? Did anyone hear the little Korak? Haha. So, music. Now do you hear it? Oh! There it is! So I didn't have it checked. Do you all hear that? You heard that? I just restarted the music, so now the song is starting up. Thank you, Virtu. Good luck at work. Come on, music. The heater kicks on. Now I can't hear anything. There we go. Do you all hear that? If I go back over here, it actually seems a little loud. I love it though. It's separated from StreamerBot, which is great. You hear it now? Yay! And it shouldn't be recorded for the VOD because it's not selected for track 2. Lovely. I just want to hear it for stream. That's all. That's all we want. And then the mic, the StreamerBot captures. That's all we need. One thing I do want to test through StreamerBot. Thank you for the hug. Wait, I didn't see the hug. Oh no. What happened? What happened to our hugs? It's all broken. Hug. Oh, look at that. Hug Tiny is in the wrong section. This is completely different, but Tiny Hug needs to be with the rest of the hugs. I'm gonna try to send that again. Just test. It's broken. Did I break StreamerBot now? Queues. Nothing's in queues. Oh no. Why are animations coming up? We have it in chat responses. This is the worst. Oh! Is it just StreamerBot? Thank you! I'll wear the bow for 15 minutes. Thank you! That is one of the few redeems that I left sound on because it's just a gentle, kind piano. I'm really happy you all can hear the music. Thank you, Hero, for redeeming that. And you too, Austin. Thank you. Did I give you a hug? Testing out the hugs. It's fine now. It's back. It was just broken for a moment. Yay! You all can hear the music. Most of the redeems don't have sound because we're co-working today, but hearing the music is important. And as I said, it'll be post-stream that I find out I'm safe with the VODs. And I don't want to make a bad, crass, unfunny joke about how it would affect me ever applying for partnership down the road. But here we go. So we've already had the timer going because I considered that part of today's task. Last minute task there. Thank you for feeding the mods. Kiki, is your favorite Ghibli movie? We were talking a lot about that in another friend stream, movies and stuff. And so, yes, Ghibli movies are well known for the big ones. Kiki and Howl's, Spirited, Totoro. I was listening to a podcast. I tend to enjoy Paul Scheer podcasts, not going to lie. If you like movies, you would like his podcasts. Just all movies. It's fun. So one of the newer ones he's had is Unspooled, and they wanted to cover, it wasn't just a Studio Ghibli movie. Unspooled, the whole thing is the top 100 movies if you were to put them in a time capsule, a space capsule and ship them off into outer space. What would be the 100 movies you'd want to represent humanity? So for the Ghibli movie, they really specifically did not pick the big names because they said most of them are kind of romantic, kind of just fantastical, very fun, very wonderful, absolutely praiseworthy, but when you want to represent humanity, what are you going to go for? They went for Porco Rosso. And at first I was really shocked by that. And just listening to that podcast, it was like my eyes were just completely wide open to a lot of the elements and themes of Porco Rosso that I missed because I was focusing on the funny or just the beauty and a little bit of the sadness, Porco seeing all his comrades up in the clouds and stuff. But their points were so relatable and so humanistic, and I really enjoyed that. And I did not see the sexism that was prevalent in the movie before, which was totally relatable to the character. It was like necessary to have it within the film. But anyways, yeah. Porco Rosso's up there for me now. You saw a possible sequel to Kiki's? Really? What do you mean by that? I'm very curious. Austin, those are cute emotes, but you go lurk, go take care of yourself for today. Entity is here, everyone. Entity, I think I have everything all set. We didn't have music for everyone else on your end for several minutes of stream. Seems I've figured it out, and then post. Oh, you got a special mushroom. I should turn that down for co-working. As I said, the one mushroom sound that we did leave, everyone, were the two big ones, but I am going to take that down for co-working. Good thing I'm still talking. So save. There we go. Ruth, it's so good to see you. Porco, Kiki's Totoro. Whenever I watch one of these, it becomes my favorite. Yes. The Friends stream that we were talking about Ghibli, Arietti was up there for a lot of us. A lot of friends don't know Howl's is based off a book and is very different than the book. Mia-san took a lot of liberties there. What's the other favorite that we forget to mention? Oh, some of us, there were friends that were very unfamiliar with Ghibli that were in this friends chat saying how they had plans for this film or that film and at specific dates. And so I questioned, I said, should we go ahead and mention the ones that they should avoid? And our friend, the streamer, was like, oh, yes, please do. So we mentioned, avoid fireflies. I always have to throw in Pompoko, everyone. If you are sensitive to animal sadness and tragedy, lots of that in Pompoko. So just a heads up. And then I threw in there Nausicaa. Nausicaa, you get to that point. Oh, I don't want to spoil it, but you get to that point where they captured the baby, and that's all I'm going to mention, and it just rips me. And luckily, I will go ahead and spoil this part. The baby is okay in the end, but oh my gosh, we're talking like half an hour just anyway. So yeah, Ghibli is very difficult to watch, and two of us, myself and one other, were relating we've avoided The Boy and the Heron because it gives us Grave of the Fireflies vibes. It just, you need time and place for everything. So Nausicaa is your other fave. I love it. It's different visually because it actually, I don't want to say it's bland, but its color schemes are not grandeur. There's no frivolous, glorious goldenness to this film because you're out in the desert and forest, for sure. Ponyo grew on me. Hi, Divine. Hi, Student Tech. Dropping the sable wave. I love it. And is that the curly wave, Austin? I love it. We have two waves here. I just made this. We have the new Eevee wave, and I didn't make one for Radish Spirit. I might replace Radish Spirit because now we have the Eevee animated wave. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Ponyo grew on me. I watched that not right out of the gate of its release. Soon after. It's kind of, it feels very childish. It grew on me. I went back to it years later because it's actually older than some think. It's older than I realized. And I love it. I love it. It's very wonderful. I think the majesticness of the sea is what made me love the movie more, actually. I fell more in love with Grandmamere is her name, the mother of Ponyo. I love that name. Just the beauty around the ocean and the ocean itself shimmering and gold and glittering. They did really well with that. And Ponyo, your other fave, there's so many. I'm drawn to Arrietty a lot of the times when I want something calm, when I want more melodic music than, Spirited Away has wonderful sounds and elements and a score, but it also has jolting scenes where you need kind of like, when Haku is, coughing up his blood and stuff, the music there is not the same for Arrietty. So I'm really drawn to Arrietty. It's so peaceful. It's so calm. There's a lot of quietness. I like Arrietty for that reason, for sure. There's another Pokemon in chat. So the guilt is setting in. I've had the first Pomo timer going. Fair for sweet to use the timer because we were actually figuring out the stream stuff. I'm glad that I just thought it looked so different to see the music bar not going up and down. And actually, I can just hide that. There we go. That was making me a little nervous. Okay. Kiki's Delivery Service is what made Studio Ghibli famous. They had Totoro already out. Was Nausicaa already out, or did that come out right after Kiki's? I want to say Nausicaa was already out. Totoro was already out, and no one was really paying much attention to Ghibli at that time, the studio. Kiki's made Studio Ghibli famous, so it's so funny to us in our day and age. Totoro is iconic. It is the logo of Ghibli. We all acquaint Totoro with Ghibli. Back in the first 10 years of Ghibli, that was not the case. I find that very fun to share. I like knowing my stuffs. If I had to pick an absolute favorite of Ghibli films, Spirited Away is really up there Arrietty is really up there. Oh, it's so tough. Is there a third? I feel like I'm missing a third. I'm not throwing Howls in there. The older that I get, the less I'm, drawn towards. It's a very specific type of romance that I'm drawn towards other adventures and romances as I get older. But that used to hold top 3 for me in my 20s. I'm trying to think of other ones. Totoro being released as a double bill with Fireflies is still wild to you. Oh my gosh, you're so right. Talk about shock of audiences. That's something that we forget and we don't even talk about in the whole Ghibli world and history is, yeah, that was not nice to do back then. Is that Legends? Ponyo is your favorite? Oh, Ponyo grew on me and I'm very glad for it. Ponyo is so sweet. I'm trying to think of a top 3. I can't pick a third one. I will say this. Neighbor Yamada's Only Yesterday and let me stop there. Those two I adore. They're very nice, different films to watch and enjoy. Neighbor Yamada's, I love singing Que Sera Sera thanks to that film. I love that film. I paused and hesitated because that third film that used to be in that little group bunch that I adored when Marnie was there is a beautiful, loving, a little bit of a haunting film, a little sad, and something I can't watch for a very long time because it has everything to do, spoiler alert, with her grandma. So I haven't watched that in a very long time. One of my last birthday presents to my grandma was that movie, was that gift. And she said she loved it. She loved it. So if you know the film, you know why I'm avoiding it. All right, so looking at the Pomo timer, we also have about 5 minutes left of the Kiki Bow. Thank you again, Hero. Studio Ghibli caught fire in the past? Yes, yes. Yes, both literally and figuratively. How you doing though, Legends? Happy Cozy Monday. Alley Cat, yo, welcome in, sweetheart. Welcome in. It's lovely to see you. Nausicaa was 1984. Kiki was 1989. I'm glad. I'm trying to think if my facts are right about that. I'm not about misinformation, and please correct me if I'm incorrect. Thank you for confirming that, Student Tech. Yeah, so Nausicaa was already out. Totoro was already out. People were kind of like, okay, cool. And then Kiki's came out and people, something less serious, right? Something less serious, because Totoro, not as serious as Nausicaa, but still had that element of World War II vibes, which, if you know more about Ghibli, than just the films, World War II has a lot to do with Ghibli, a lot to do with Miyazaki, and is one of the reasons why critics don't like him, especially over in Japan. So, yeah, he's praised for many reasons, but a lot of people don't like his work for other reasons, as I learn more and more. Wind Rises, Porco Rosso, yeah, those films have a lot to say. A lot to say. And I praise Miyazaki for using his platform and art to get his feelings and words out about it. So anyways, I think it's time to get to work. I'm going to mute the mic. We have a half hour left of the actual work timer. I will still take a break when the break session happens. Thank you everyone for helping me. Legends, by the way, I'm going to give you a Purple Heart shouty. Legends is one of those 2 people I mentioned earlier that has helped me with splitting my music. So one thing, Legends, I didn't have correct earlier was I didn't have the music plugged in. I think we're all set. I will hydrate. Thank you. I think that was even sent earlier. Shame on Sweet. It's down to 10 minutes now, too. I didn't have the music plugged in, but I'm going to double check. Actually, it's kind of a quadruple check right now. The advanced audio properties, looking at music, and it's not checked for VOD. So... should be set. We are listening to, I wonder if I can just drop the link in chat. This is the playlist we're listening to today. If you want to check it out for yourself, it's Zelda Lo-Fi and Chill, everyone. I have been waiting months to host this for our co-working, and it's more or less coincidence. This past weekend, I have the cozy forest vibe going for our streams. So let's get to work. If you have any questions about Sweetbot, please feel free to ask us. Please feel free to add to the list as well using exclamation mark task and then your task. So thank you everyone, and we will unmute in about half an hour. Thank you everyone for hanging out. See you after the ads, sweethearts, and we'll hang out and chat. How we doing, everyone? How we doing? Welcome back from ads. Although we have 5 minutes left of chatting time, I'm gonna take a full 10 minutes or maybe less. We'll see. We'll see, but how are we doing? Are we productive? Are we jamming out to this music, this particular song? So, yes, I might have listened to this Spotify playlist once or twice before today, and I love this bopper. This is Hataneo Village. Where's my browser? Yeah, Cooking in Hataneo Village. I love it. It's such a good song. It's so good. I'm actually working through that part in Breath of the Wild. I'm working on that specific quest. If you know the game, you know this quest from the ground up. I want my house clear of its lawn campers. If you know the game, you know there's this huge issue with, what do you call them? The squatters. The squatters! So working on from the ground up. I'm almost at the point I have to get, okay, so the bird man is on his way to what is it, Terrytown. He is on his way. Forgot his name, his last name. His name ends in Sun. And then what's his name? The guy who you're doing the quest for. He says he's going to be all done. I have to give him more bundles of wood, like 70 more bundles of wood. So I'm working on that at the same time. The Birdman is on his way. The next thing he's going to say is that he is all set. Terrytown is good. Now he wants to get married. And he's going to marry Ronson. Ronson is her name. And he just needs someone to marry him. And then that's when finally Bolson and his employees, the squatters, leave your house. The key is, I Googled this for my first playthrough. I knew this before going in. So I know to do this for the second time around. The issue was there was a brief time where the squatters were away from your home, right? And also let me know, it seems like the music is loud. No, that's my mic. Okay. I'm used to the mic being below everything else, and now that's reversed, which is nice. Okay, so we're good on volumes. Good, anyways. When they get married in Terrytown, you know, if you go around talking to everyone, if you talk to Bolson again, he'll go back to your home and sit on the lawn indefinitely again. And so I learned this before finishing that quest, my first playthrough, that you just simply don't talk to Bolson. I don't even think I talked to his employees to be safe. You just don't finalize like that. It's not even part of the quest, luckily. You just don't ever talk to Bolson again after you send him off to go marry his employee. So that's where I am in working on Breath of the Wild. So yeah, that's why I brought that up, because Hatanea Village is where your home is. You gotta get rid of the squatters. We love Bolson. We love his dance. I love his pink vest. I'm not going to lie. I just love, there's a lot of, color aesthetics to the game. Not a lot of pink. And so I love Bolson's pink jacket. But yeah, no squatters. It's my house. And besides, they're hanging around. So the whole reason Sweet is so selfish in the game, it actually screws me over, because I will end up hopping around trying to find a place that's either unoccupied or not being struck down by lightning. In that I don't want to share my cooking pot with anyone when I go out to cook in Breath of the Wild. I don't even do it at the stables because there's always someone there. So the one surefire way you can get your own cooking pot is at your house if you get rid of Bolson. So I'm like trying to get to that point. I'm so ridiculous. Just like, get rid of the squatters so I can have my cooking pot. I want to cook by myself. You've been knocking out homework. Let's go. Yeah, you have to play catch up. So you're teaching yourself at this point. Oof, Legends, that is so tough. Being a oh, there's a whooper in chat. I completely missed the whooper. Thank you for the follow, sweetheart. Follows are anonymous. You're welcome to say more, more hellos, all that jazz. I appreciate you joining for the co-working. Yeah, we're having a good time. And I'm very grateful to be part of Team Coco. It's actually, we haven't done co-working. We did 2 2 in January, 2 or 3 in January. Still no cats. Wow, we're almost 3 for everything else. We need a third bear. Poor hero. We'll begin the second promo soon. Like I said, I'm going to give myself a little leeway time here. But I'm very grateful to be part of, it's like, break is over. Start it now. Wait, what do you, Silver, don't mess with it. Wait. Wait, I love it when people know. Okay, my confusion, Silver, I apologize. I love it when people know so much more. I mean, it's easy, but many people know so much more about Super Sweet Bot and how to operate it. And Silver being one of those people, I thought for a second he was changing my Pomo timer. I was like, don't do that. We're not doing 90 minutes of work time. Don't do that. I can't do that. I need breaks. You're still cleaning up the grease. Oh, still cleaning the kitchen. Working hard, sweetheart. Working hard. Oh, Legends. Oh, no. Oh, Legends. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really do hope all is well. Can I give you a tiny hug, which are more gentle hugs that we have here for people that, need a little distance or maybe just a little softness to the hug there. You poor thing. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah. Oh, that's just rough. That's just rough. No fun. I think I haven't missed anything in chat. I went on a little tangent with Breath of the Wild there. I did. Oh, it sounds like Silver's really working on something not fun. You're having a Monday. I'm really bummed I missed the Whooper because I'm pretty sure I don't have that many. I think, I did miss Grax. Hey, about to get ready for work here. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Gracker. I love calling him Grax. Grax. I think I'm all caught up. I said hello to Justin. It's good to see you, Justin. Yes, I'll see you all after the ads end. I'm all caught up on chat. Big hug. Thank you for the big hug. You're like, no. Bring it in. All right, big hug. No gentle hugs. Let's go. That's a reminder. Yeah, no fun. We're waiting for your landlord to get... Oh, no fun. Oh my goodness. The pros and cons of renting, the pros and cons of owning. I tell ya, you're not going to win with either. Unless you are rich and you can have just a snap of your fingers and which most of us would never know what that's like. So, that's rough. No fun. I'm doing all right, Silver. I'm doing all right. I'm taking liberties with the talking break right now. And just because, big deal. Splitting my audio officially this weekend, thanks to Legends and one other friend. I basically was just cross-referencing my screenshots and my questions to Legends. Just, is this right? Are you sure? Just making sure. And people swear that they hear the streamer bot actions going off, which aren't many. We're co-working, so a lot of things are turned off. But people swore they heard the early birds earlier, and then friends helped me. It was Miss Diane and Hero and others helping me with making sure that they could actually hear the music, which I didn't have correct at the start of stream, but it's fixed. Everything looks good. Desktop audio is technically muted. Mic music looks good. Streamer bot is 0 right now because there's nothing going off, but yeah, splitting audio, best thing ever. I've been wanting to do this playlist. I dropped the link before. I should just create a command for it because we may use this a little more often than normal, and I can even shuffle it too, but this is what we're listening to. I've been listening to this for weeks. I've been wanting to have this for the Sweet Wild streams for weeks. I miss playing Breath of the Wild with all of you, so let me have my Zelda vibes somehow. Somehow. And I actually, if you don't mind me showing you, I plugged in No Face, everybody, but I also have, we do have Link right there. I don't know if anyone has a preference since we're listening to Zelda lo-fi music, but we have both Link and No Face available there. So I hid the Junimo. So yeah, I think I'll just leave Link there. He's so cute. Though I want to slow him down. He's at 100%. Let's drop you down to 80%. That should be a little bit better. Cat? No, bear. Is this our third bear? I called it. I called it. Oh, we need a third fox. I apologize. I did call the third bear though. So we'll get a third fox before we get a cat. We'll see. We'll see. We should do a poll or something. But I'm ready to get back to work. I actually have, I think, 2 or 3 more Discords that I just want to spend a little bit of time in. It's not necessarily to have a presence so much, just like see other friends' stuff, like pictures, and say hello and good morning and wish everyone well. So a little bit more of that. And what's the next thing? The next thing, this is perfect. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I am going to hide the camera again. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to call the vets real quick. We're just going to get our pup in. We're going to go get her a shot to get rid of her itchiness. We tried. Has anyone tried probiotics for their pups to get rid of itchy paws and things of that nature? It works for some families. It did not work for us. It could be because I only tried one brand. I was on top of it. I gave her the right dosage, gave her what she needed. It didn't really, it helped a little, but essentially I'm just giving my dog more teas. I don't like to say the full word, but giving her more teas. Let me type that out. I just feel silly just there we go. That. Giving her more of those as opposed to actually giving her medicine. So yeah, we're just going to take the pup into the vet, get her the shot that works for, I think, 2 to 3 months, and it's a little expensive, but we just don't want our pup to be in the pain that she's in. She's at the point where she is waking up from sleep. She, walks in from the house and she's just itchy and just has to scratch, and it's heartbreaking to watch, It just, give her a good old shot. We wanted to try not a shot. Wanted to try something a little bit more natural. It didn't work for our pup, sadly. Can't say, yeah, exactly. I can't say W. And this word, we say P. And not as in, the thing that we all do as creatures, but like that word, where you go to. We can't say that, because that just, we spell things out. Instead of saying the full word, we'll actually spell out O-U-T. Yep, we do that. We don't spell out the full word of, well, I can't say it. We just say O-U-T. Because, we always we try to figure out, are you going to take her O-U-T? And usually I'm the one that's like, no, I'm going to do it, because I'm the hand that feeds, but I also am the disciplinary parent. I am the one, I'm alpha. I am the one that they listen to. I am the voice that is the end all be all. That is the structure in this house. So you all have heard me say before, my part-time job, I am a dog nanny. I love all my pups. I love my pup. I am no dog's number one human. I'm not. And I have to live with that. I have to live with that in my life. But there is one pup. There's a couple of pups, but one in particular where their parents swear. They swear that I am favorited even a little bit more than them by their pup. And I don't want to believe that, because you're the human parents. Your pup loves you more than me. But she mauls me with love. Their neighbors have caught it. Like, we were trying to leave the house one time, going down the driveway, and she just thought, you know what? She just stopped, turned around, and just, I need to love you. I was on the ground. It was adorable. So yeah, there is that one pup that I was like, I might be in your, the top for you. I might be tops for a lot of pups, but I'm no dog's number one human, despite all the pups in my life. And that's okay. That's okay. I am their dog walker as well as their number 2 picker-upper. That is my job. Hey, Gif, how are you doing? Good to see you. And Diablo, whom I've seen you, and I'm sorry I'm not acknowledging you. Dear Diablo, it's so lovely to see you. Happy Cozy Monday. We're just, I'm taking liberties with my talking break right now. We're going to go right back into our second Pomo session. I did kind of cheat the first one when I was figuring out my audio, but I needed you all to listen to me as I was figuring it out. So thank you to everyone again for helping me through that. Yeah, the pupper picker-upper extraordinaire. Oh my goodness. And yesterday was a blessing. I had 1 of 2 bookings cancel. The outside one. I said the word. That's okay. But the hour-long playing in the snow, in the cold, that one canceled. I was fine with that. The other one is not normally booking me on weekends, so it was a delight. I was with, so the pup I just mentioned that mauls me with love, she has a younger brother, new adoptive brother, puppy. So I was with just him yesterday. Everybody else went for a hike. Well, little guy cannot handle the cold and snow right now. We basically just spent an hour sleeping. It was lovely. I can't complain. As much as it's not fun to pick up number twos, the perks of my job. I just cozied up with a blanket, cozied up with the pup, and just, it was actually really sad just kind of scooping him up and putting him in the kennel and leaving. I'm not gonna lie. The look I got, I was like, I'm so sorry. But the an hour and a half of just resting and a little bit of a napping with the pup was a delight. I've had one other puppy whom I'm still her one and only dog nanny. It's been a pleasure to watch her grow up, but let's say polar opposites. I would never be able to get in a nap with this other pup. So yeah, it was a delight yesterday. It's good to see you too, Diablo. And GIF is a new friend, but though I've seen GIF in many other places, so it's like a new happy friend. I hope you're having a good Monday, my friend. Hallie Cat's like, let me help with this crane game. I know, we're trying to get the cat. Let's see. Before we go into the second work session. Alley Cat got the cat! Are you serious? Yo, thank you. I'm gonna give you a hug if that's okay. I'm so happy. Hero have been spending their points this entire time, and Alley Cat's like, drop. Thank you for getting the cat. By all means, keep sending the crane game. Just because we've now completed one of each doesn't mean we have to end, but that was a delight. There is a Pokemon in chat. A Wooloo is in chat. What'd you get? A blue chicken. Let's go. Let's go. Dogs can be pretty clever. Yes, they do. You know what? They don't necessarily know. They might be able to spell at this point because, you watch the research on the buttons, the technology with the dog buttons and cat buttons, and I'm a believer, everyone. I studied psych. There's something to it. I'm sorry. There is. But also, I will admit, inflections, tones of voices, routine and pattern is a huge piece to that. So you throw a dog off from its game and yeah, it's going to have to relearn. So there is that piece, but yeah, they know our words. We have to spell things out. They're just like toddlers. If you ever think, should I use child psychology on my dog? Will it work? Yes, it will. It will. It's unfortunate, but it's also that easy. Once you figure out that trick, yeah. Positive reinforcement. It goes a really long way. How you doing, Spooky? I'm going to tip my hat to you, Spooky. What do we get? Ah, there we go. Good to see you, Spooky. I hope you're well. I'm ready to start the second timer, everyone. I always forget how to do this because honestly, it's been weeks. I was just getting into a routine habit with co-working, and then I took another hiatus. So I gotta remember, it's not just timer start when you do the second one, or is it? Let's find out. I know SherryBot's gonna tell me. Oh, there it is. Awesome. Lovely. SherryBot, stop. SherryBot's like, no, I don't want Super Sweetbot to do her job. I'm going to get back to work, everyone. I'm almost done with the Discord hellos. I'm going to hide the camera when I do the super quick vet phone call and then bring the camera back as I continue to work on my other tasks and projects today. So again, you can use Super Sweetbot yourself, !task, now next, done. Silver is kind of a whiz with this stuff. Yeah, bonk on Sherry, I know. That's a little new to me. I haven't seen that before, but I've seen it a lot today now. And thank you everyone for being here, working alongside all of us. I hope you're enjoying the brand new cozy forest vibes that we have. I'm very grateful to be able to play some very cozy new lo-fi music. And again, A shouty to Legends for helping me along with that. I really appreciate that. So, get to work, everyone. And don't forget to stay hydrated and have snacks. I have strawberries here that I'm going to start nibbling a lot on. Some of the other ones in the package had mold, so fingers crossed nothing's wrong with these. It's like it's so hard to play video games. Sorry, Zooey. Oh, how dare you, student tech. Hey, if that's your role today, is to get video game hours in, get it in. There is never enough time for video gaming, okay? That's your task today. Go game. And enjoy the Zelda music, everybody. Hi, everyone. One of my tasks was calling the vets. It's now done. We are co-working today. Thank you, Student Tech. Yes, Sweet is on the phone. Please excuse the lack of commentary. Would have been done right now, but they had me on hold, and they were nice about it. They picked up right away. Said we have to put you on hold. Do you mind? I was like, sure, do your thing. So I was on hold for a little while. Calling the vets. Everything's fine. We're just gonna get our dog a quick little anti-itch shot. If anyone has dogs, they're prone to it. So welcome in, Raiders. We're co-working today. I haven't co-worked in weeks. So I've broken a little bit of, my discipline here, and that I've talked a little bit more. Talked a little bit more than usual, but welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for the work and lurk. Thank you so much. Yes, if you need to take a break, need to raid and run, please do so. I'm Sweet Wild Thing that stays up for a while. Let's do this. Put that over. There we go. I haven't co-worked in a very long while, but we're so grateful to get back to it as a community. This is brand new co-working vibes for the Sweet Wild streams. We used to just have just me in my room, but I swapped it over because officially have splitted my audio, and we're listening to Zelda lo-fi music today. So I wanted to have a cozy forest environment for us to co-work. Otherwise, Stardew, other cute games. You can see the things that I enjoy as well as the days that I stream. Now, finally, let's get back to our raiders. Alyssa Cat, sweetheart, thank you for the raid. If you don't know this cozy, wonderful streamer, you are missing out. Purple heart shouty at the top of chat. Welcome in, raiders. So lovely to have you. Be mindful that post-streamer self-care extends to all of you. Take care of yourselves. Hydrate. So you just saw me cough, and I muted the mic, hopefully on time. Snacks. You can collect your dailies, as Lena is lovingly showing off for us here in this moment. How you doing, Lena? Let me hide the welcome raiders now. I did miss what you were streaming, sweetheart, real quick. Another RSO. What's Fatal Fury? City of the Wolves? Oh my. That sounds like dun dun dun. Like Run for the Wolves. I hope you enjoyed your stream. I hope you've had a really lovely start to your Monday. Raiders, welcome in. Thank you for that follow before. They're anonymous, but you're more than welcome to say hello. I want to go and acknowledge the friends that said hello from your raid. I missed a lot here. Oh dear, I'm in dark mode. I have to highlight your name. Migwar Deviant, you've been here before, I believe. Kota Monster, welcome in, welcome in. So lovely to have you. Yeah, we're going to get right back into our work session. I just got off the phone with the vets. We got that all set up for Wednesday afternoon. Oh my! Ooh, we like to count our hugs by the hundreds, and apparently I received the 7,900th hug. Thank you, Lena, for that, sweetheart. It's a fighting game. Ooh, look at Legends of Silver, like, we know what that is. Legends would know what that is, playing a Tekken a lot. I was playing a new beta. Ooh, betas are fun. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time. I hope our sweethearts get a chance to check your lovely stream out. I'm sorry I missed it today. I hope you had fun. Thank you for being here so much. It's so lovely. Oh, thank you for the follow. Just for co-working, a lot of our redeems and alerts are soundless, just for co-working. Tomorrow evening, we're going to be playing Stardew. All that good, fun, silly, sweet stuff is going to be back. So a lot of our redeems have very cute, funny sounds in our alerts and stuff. And usually, lately, with my gaming, I've been using the PNG tuber, where we have specific redeems for that. So you'll be able to send more bonks tomorrow, everyone. Got to raid and run. Thank you so much. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for being here. We love lurkers, absolutely. And if anyone wants to use Super Sweet Bot as well, exclamation mark task, exclamation mark done. Now next. There's other commands you can ask us about. Thank you, Silver. Alyssa Cat, whether you have time or not to visit the sweet streams, you won't have ads, but at the very least, use the emotes. Use the emotes all across Twitch. We like Ghibli, and what else is in there? Hello Kitty, There's a Fry in there. There's a Peter in there. Zelda is in there. Combination of stuff. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you're cozy. I hope you're enjoying that. Thank you for helping with our sweet goal there. Sweet sub goal. There we go. And enjoy the music. Oh, enjoy your lurk, entity. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Um, And one more time, I should just make a link for this so it's easier. I think I should do that real quick. This is the playlist we're listening to, everyone. I'll make a command for that. That way we could just have it easier access. I'm going to mute myself again. We're going to finish out the next, 25 plus minutes of our Pomo work session. Have a little bit of a break where we hang out, chit chat, and we'll get into the last third final Pomo work session of the day. So thank you, everyone, for being here, being so sweet. Love you all. And yeah, playlist because I'm going to switch them up. I think we could just make this like Zelda Lo-Fi. Would that be a good command? Zelda Lo-Fi for that? We can just whip that up right now. Let's do that. While I still have the mic on, Zelda Lo-Fi. Because we already have Zelda. Here are emote commands, everybody. You don't have to be subbed to use those. We have a Zelda... Oh, that's not how you spell it. We'll have a Zelda command. So, where would I want to stash that? Would I want that under... Yeah, commands. And we'll put that under... No, we'll put that under sweet command categories. Right? Yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's duplicate that. Oh, you know what? Music, Zelda, Lo-Fi. I'll just make kind of a new category system for myself. I was trying to think of what to say. That'll work. And then delete that, get back to this link. Whoops, I want StreamerBot. Zelda Lo-Fi. Boom, that's what we're listening to. Alright, nice little last minute task. What am I going to work on next? I think that app next. I think that's what we'll work on next. Alright, everyone, thank you for being here, being so wonderful, filling up our super sweet task list there. Student Tech, I love the emotes. I love Crunchy's emotes so much. We love Sable's emotes. So cute. We're gonna riot over the emotes. NL, oh my gosh, before I mute myself again, hugs, NL. So lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good Monday, my friend. I know, NL. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And more so, thank you for being such a wonderful friend to not just me, but to our other friend, Foxy. You're an amazing human being. You do so much for others, and I see that in you. So thank you. Thank you for being you. You're a sweetheart. I meant to pin this. This is supposed to be at the top of chat, everyone. Should have done that way before now. You can hide pins at the top of chats if you so need to. Don't feel bad about it. So yeah, free up the clutter, everyone. Mailbox, before I mute myself, I keep saying it. I'm really lax, laid back, loose co-working session today. Not very disciplined. Mailbox, I'm back to co-working. Oh my gosh, this song. And I'm very excited because I've officially split. It's a little bit of a louder song. I've splitted my audio, and I'm finally able to have the Zelda Lo-Fi playlist right now. And I love this. The Witches. Oh, Twin Rova. Mailbox, I don't think I got to see you play hardly any of the Spirit Temple. Did you like Twin Rova? I liked her. I'm gonna get back to working, everyone. There's a Ponyta in chat, a nice and wonderful first gen Pokemon, everyone. Twin Rova very specifically has a camera angle where you're looking up at her. So you know what? It's not just me. They know what they did in that game. They know exactly what they did. Cozy chaos, yes, cozy chaos, yes. You've been catching stables sometimes when you're on your wake or during dungeon hours. Yes, it's been a time when you're there for it. Yes. I'm gonna mute myself. 20 minutes left of our work session. I appreciate you all. Let's get to work. And thank you, everyone, for having such a lovely, wonderful Monday with me. I appreciate you. I'm with you, Legends. I know. I was giggling. I was like, wait a minute. At first, it was like Go Gerudo music, and then they have a certain, you know, battle sound mixed into the music here. That if you know Ocarina of Time, they know what they were doing with that game. That game was an awakening for some of us. It wasn't all the great fairy in that game. How are we doing? Thank you so much, Wolfane, for the resub. Thank you so much, darling. I really appreciate that. 3 months. Let's go. Ocarina of Time was your life on the N64. I grew up on it. I have to turn it down for me. All I can hear is banana and I've talked about this so much. This is why for March, I'm going to be having an emulator up and going, and the first game that we're going to be having for this emulator for the Sweet Wild streams will be Ocarina of Time. I have been saying for weeks, I want to show off my skills. I want to show off how good I am at that game. I'm so good at it. I watch other streamers, and some streamers don't mind backseating, some don't want backseating, and either way, I'm like, I know what to do. Let me do it for you. I'm so good at that game. I grew up on it, played it. I hate to use this word for lack of other words. I played it religiously as a kid, and still in my 20s was still playing it at least once a year. So you play something enough, you know it like the back of your hand. So it's like reading a book or going down a certain road that no one else knows about but that you do. So yeah, the N64, I grew up on it. So after, regular original Ocarina of Time, we'll do, oh my goodness, you guys, I still have to thank NL. Let me thank you all. NL, Ruth, sweetheart. We have, our alert sounds, or, we don't have the hype train sound going, but we do have a hype train in effect right now. Thank you, sweethearts. NL, I was saying earlier, is such a sweetheart, is so helpful and so wonderful for other friends of ours. So really big hug for that resub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I am going to give a shouty to dear Ruth. Thank you for the resub. 7 months. 7 months, sweetheart. And NL for 5. Ruth does stream, and Ruth is just the goddess of retro. I love your streams, sweetheart. You are so lovely. Last playing Shovel Knight. Let's go. Yes, NL, you are lovely. You are wonderful. Thank you for the resub, sweethearts. We're well over our goal. You can see the little, Sweet didn't get that little cutoff quite right there. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to have to do this. There we go. You won't see what I'm doing. I see the little wheel there. There we go. That's better. There we go. Now there's not this little white space there. Perfect. That's so funny. Thank you for helping us reach our sub goal. I'm so grateful you all are enjoying the vibes, the forest, the just energy, the music. Some of it's a little faster paced than what you would imagine lo-fi would be, but the fact that it's thrown in there because it's Zelda, so I don't mind. We're going to do more co-working Wednesday as well, so I'm trying to balance everyone. Co-working game, co-working game, co-working game. This is actually, I need to talk more about this. I need to start promoting this more. It's not just me a part of this event. It's starting this Friday, lasting until March 8th to celebrate International Women's Day. Uplifting Women Unite is a raid train event. This is their 3rd year. Hi, train level 2. Student Tug, you didn't have to gift Stam Curse, Catastrophic, Nari by Nature, Stupidez, and Ryder. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Student Tag, sweetheart. I want to give you a shouty, and please forgive me if I've forgotten if you stream or not. We're about to find out. You do! Speaking of Zelda, oh my gosh, A Link to the Past is one of the ones I have not played, and I need to. Twilight Princess I haven't played. Oh, Justin, you'll love Ruth. You really will. You really, really will. Ruth has a lovely community, lovely friends. I actually follow other streamers and enjoy their streams thanks to meeting them through Ruth. Ruth is just so lovely, so you won't regret that, Justin. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. So these friends, if they want to float on through the Sweet Wild stream, they won't have ads. At least they'll use the emotes maybe. But either way, all of that kindness and support, it goes right back into the Sweet Wild streams. It's how we're able to have cool, new, fun stuff. You know, this wheel, this frame is brand new. I actually got it from a really well-known Etsy artist, Benny Arts. I don't know if any streamers are familiar with their Twitch products. They're really well known in the co-working community. So, you know, whether it be stream resources, our giveaways, new games, things of that nature. Actually, some of this is because we have the giveaways to catch up from December. So, you know, we're able to have these fun, amazing things because the kindness and generosity and because of Uwu, but also I'm going to be doing another charity event in April. I don't have a command up and going for that just yet. I applied to be an ambassador for the National Children's Alliance. I still have all the commands up and going from Say It Louder. But oh, thank you so much, Cutesy. Oh my gosh, Cutesy, what do you think of the vibes, sweetheart? We're back with co-working. It's been weeks since I've hosted any co-working, and we're back with this cozy forest. I have a new kind of circular frame. I figured out how to blur my background, everyone. You don't need a fancy camera. I'll let you in on the skivvy. I'll let you in on the skivvy if you want to know how to do it through OBS yourself. Thank you for that, sweetheart. New vibes. Oh, the other thing, the last third final thing, I'm getting ahead of myself, is the Zelda lo-fi music. I've officially split my audio. Hopefully we'll be good to go with the VOD. That's the real thing. But thank you for the biddies. And if you don't know Cutesy, I'll give her another shouty. Such a lovely, cozy streamer. So welcoming and inviting. All the lovely rainbow vibes. And pets! You get to see her doggo every once in a while. You haven't split your audio? Well, Cutesy, if I think about it, you don't have redeems or music per se that you would want to be cautious of with that. I have been wanting to play certain lo-fi playlists for months that I can't fully say are DMCA safe, you know. So, splitting the audio finally this weekend. We can have, you know, new and improved music here, but it's actually not. It causes so many issues when you try. I was just gonna say it didn't seem that complicated. I had a little things to tweak out and stuff, and then I also didn't have it properly set up going this morning. I just, no one could hear the music to start. So I was about to say it's not that complicated, but if your experience is different, I'm not going to say otherwise. That's unfortunate. Just breaks everything. Oh no! Oh, multiple tutorials. I was very fortunate to have Legends, you know, Legends offered, and the video that I was going off of was supplied to me by Jules, well-known coworker. Hi, Jules. It was her video that she uses, and Legends says he uses it, and many other streamers, so I knew I was on the right track. And then Legends was very kind this past weekend, said if you need any help at all. So I sent screenshots and questions his way, and he was able to help me. So if you have any friends, Cutesy, I can't offer myself. I just started this. And again, we'll see how the VOD goes. But yeah, if you have friends that can help you. Oh, yeah, Terry is here lurking. Terry is working. Terry is here lurking, sweetheart. Yeah, let me, real quick, everyone, I'll just drop that in chat real quick. YouTube. That threw me off. Navi. Thank you for the hype train, everyone, for the resubs, for the biddies, for the support, the kindness, the generosity that goes right back into the stream. Student Tech, thank you so much for the gifted subs, and I really hope that our friends not only check you out, Student Tech, I have to check your streams out. I forget that you stream, so it's on Sweet. So if I go to history, it's right there, my friends. Can I just copy, share? Yeah, I don't want to open the video. Copy. This is the video I use. And this is coming from, if you, I'm just going to spell, actually, why don't I shout her out? Hi, Jules is one of the top co-working streamers out there, Let's Playing Marvel Rivals. She games too. um, she posted that in the co-working, the Team Coco Discord. So I knew it was reliable. I figured if Jules is using this video, it's got to be worth something, right? And so when I was talking about splitting my audio the past 2 weeks, Legend said, okay, what do you use? And I shared that video with him and he said, that's exactly what I use. That's what you want to use. So I don't know if you've used that, Cutesy. I hope it helps. Maybe I could hope that you haven't seen that video yet. Maybe it'll be that much easier. I did have to replay it when they started showing and discussing the tracks. I had to replay that multiple times. But I got there for sure. So, yeah, Jules is lovely. Hi, Lexi. Speaking of a lovely, wonderful person, hi, Lexi. How are you? I should hydrate. I also need to take care of my nose. It's filling up. A little bit of the sniffles. So, let me do that. I'm going to mute myself. We'll start the next work session. It's going to be the last one of today, a little bit of a shorter co-working session. We'll have a longer one on Wednesday. I'm going to continue the content app that I'm working on, and then I'm going to start doing some presentation research and outlining for the UWU event, and I'm going to plug that again. You're going to hear me talking about that all week and next week because it's kind of a longer event. We're uplifting women, celebrating women, people who identify as women, and it's going to be a combination of, ooh, I should have my medicine. That hurt. It's going to be a combination of gaming and seminars, and I am part of the seminar category. So actually, I did volunteer to also be a filler. So that would be gaming. But anyways, I really hope that some of you are around to join us March 5th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's a Wednesday for my spot. I'm so excited. I'm going to be working on that. So, oh, okay. You know, Student Tech, I feel like you said that in Sable Street before. You deserve the love. You deserve the love. And, you know, maybe with a extra follow or two or new friends, maybe you will get back into streaming. Who knows? No pressure. Elreed, before I start the next work session and mute myself. Elreed, hello, sweetheart. You're here for good vibes. You're like, stop it with the spotlight. I do that. If you just want the spotlight off of you, you can say, sweet, I'm good, or just not respond to me. I tell people all the time, it's well within your right. If a streamer asks you questions, I shouldn't speak for every streamer. I would like to in this case. You don't have to answer the questions that you're asked. You know, this is a live broadcast. Who knows, right? Who knows? If you're like, I don't want to answer that question right now, then you're good. And chances are, again, I don't want to speak for all the streamers, but we might actually forget that we asked you. We know that you're here. We know that we were talking with you, but we don't remember every little detail. So, yeah, don't ever. I know Silver can attest, Cutesy can attest. It's like, we want to ask you questions. We want to get to know you. By all means, you don't have to answer. And, you know, it's okay. Our feelings are not going to be hurt at all. Yeah, let's go on the backlog. Yes, I actually don't have a backlog. I like to think that I'm pretty on top of things. That said, I tend to put one task in at a time. I get overwhelmed. Let's get this next pomo started. My bangs, goodness gracious. There we go. We'll at least separate them. That's better. They're getting longer. I don't want to trim them. I've stopped blow drying them, and I've even started just a little bit of conditioner, like last second, then wash it all out. So, trying to take better care of my hair and leave it alone. Let me catch up on chat. Oh, the emotes. Oh my gosh, the emotes with the little duck and the cutesies emote. So cute. Elreed, it's really lovely to see you. Happy Cozy Monday to you. I know it's afternoon for you at this point. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. just finished your work now. You got housework. Oh, you're gonna smash it, smash it, smash it. Get it out of the way so you can get to your video gaming. Get to your video gaming. For friends who are like, oh, I don't have anything to add to the task list, well, just so you know, video gaming is a task. There's never enough time for video gaming. If you got the moment, seize it. Get that video gaming in. We're all adults. We never have enough time for our video gaming. So let me mute myself. I'm going to hide the camera real quick while I take care of my nose, but I'll bring it right back and we will continue. Thank you, everyone. Let's get this timer started. And Sherry Bot is going to say, no, you can't do that, but ignore her. There we go. Last promo session, everyone. If you have any questions with Super Sweet Bot, feel free to ask. Thank you for keeping us focused and on task today, and then continue to enjoy the Zelda lo-fi vibes. Hi, Raiders. Hello, hello. Sam, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for being here. We're co working right now. We're so happy to have you. Purple Heart Shouty for an amazing human being, a wonderful streamer, everyone. Was here the other day talking us up about Tolkien and our love of Lord of the Rings. How was your stream? I hope it went well. Let me get my little raiders welcome. There we go. We're co-working today, and then we do Stardew and other cozy streams, weekdays and Saturdays. Oh my goodness, I can't even see. Thank you for the RSO for Sam. I did just throw out a purple heart shouty. I need to like be patient and slower with that. Thank you, entity. I hope our friends get a chance to check you out, Sam. You're a dear friend of Cloud's and you're a dear friend of ours. And I'm so grateful for that. I hope you had a good stream. And yeah, post streamer self care, super important. Take your breaks. If you need a raid and run, we totally understand. But thank you for being here. And if you want to join us for a little bit of co working or at the very least, cozy Zelda lo fi music, at the very least, would love to have you join us. Thank you, Sam. And again, sweethearts, check Sam out. Sam is awesome. We love Sam. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. How we doing, sweethearts? Let's do a group stretch, everyone. Stretch. Oh, release some of that tension from your neck. Rotate your neck a little bit and make your arms as far out as you possibly can. Wiggle your fingertips too. When you stretch, let that blood flow. Ooh. And if you ever notice with stretching, when you go back to a former pose you just had, you can stretch a little bit farther than you previously could. You know it's working. Hey, Indiana, how you doing? How you doing? You bought some cashew nuts with white chocolate. Oh my, I'm not a fan of cashew nuts, but I would try that with regular peanuts or something. Oh, that sounds delicious. Lovely. Pretzels covered in chocolate. Ah, so good. So good. We're done our co-working for the day, sweethearts, which is perfect timing. I have a little bit of time to kind of wrap up, hang out with all of you for a few moments. We'll find someone wonderful to raid out to, probably more co-working if you don't mind. We can carry on the same lovely co-working vibes for us in our Monday. So I'll look at Team Coco, but I'll also look at my live list. Surprisingly, I follow a few coworkers who are not part of the team, which to each their own. Either they don't know about it or they're all set. Other friends are part of other teams and all that, so we'll look at both. Now is a perfect time to get your dailies. If you've been lurking and you haven't quite grabbed them yet, it's good to see you, Paglo. We've had a lovely co-working session. Thank you to everyone who was here at the start, who helped me with my audio. I didn't realize we couldn't hear the music, but we figured it out. So, you just woke up. Well, good morning to you. Good morning, Indiana. Good morning. There we go. Speaking of unteamed coworker streamer, oh, oh. If you have any suggestions, I'd be willing to hear. We did raid out to someone completely new to me last Saturday, and oh boy. Oh boy, it was lovely to meet them. They are actually part, I was very happy to meet them because, pleasant surprise, they're actually part of the Uplifting Women Unite raid train as well. So it was a very pleasant surprise. Oh, okay. Well, you said speaking of. I thought you meant... You only played the one on Game Boy back in the day. You want to play the remake on Switch. Oh, I don't know, because when I play Ocarina of Time on the emulator, everyone, because Viv said you can have it be the updated, was it, it wasn't Game Boy Advance. When did Ocarina of Time get their, like, remastered version done? It was either for the Advanced or the Wii. I don't want to say it was for the Wii. It was something handheld. But anyways, it looks nice, but it's just not what I'm used to. And I know that the older original game, the graphics are just a little bit more difficult on the eyes, but I still want to play the original. I want to play the original. So, yourself. Oh, yes. Yes, you were talking about there being some live co-working streams. Oh, yes, yeah, and you're aware of the team too. Yes, yes, to each their own, because as Sweet has learned, if you join so many at one point in time, it becomes overwhelming, and just a lot going on. And yeah, when you end up doing things that you think are for your own best interest, sometimes not everyone receives that kindly, which one thing I've been not discussing, but definitely dwelling on for days and weeks, is accepting that I can't control other people's reactions and emotions to the things that I do. I can only control what I feel and what I think. And with my goals and intentions of trying to free up my mental sanity and clarity and space, that's the part that I need to kind of step forward with and focus more on. I've been really held up on how others have felt affected or felt like, however they feel. And, I realized that, I shouldn't focus so much on being upset over others being upset, that I should just try to continue to move on. So yeah, I've been dealing with that behind the scenes, and I always say best wishes and with all the love and intent, and the biggest struggle is wondering and or knowing if that's reciprocated or not. That's my biggest thing. There are some people and entities that have made it very sure that, to make me feel a certain way, feel a certain way, whether that be through word of mouth or things that they post on social media. For all intents and purposes, things that have transpired from so many sides could have gone differently and more pleasantly. And as I've told my mods, I've learned a lot. I just have this inclination and this desire to please everyone and to always be there and to step up and join in. And that got me in trouble. That got me into big trouble. I just got overwhelmed and exacerbated. No, that's not it. Words are funny. That's not the word I'm trying to go for, but I think you all know what I mean. I've been exhausted. And with so many life altering scenarios going on in the past few months, I know how it's spelled and I can't say it. Thank you, NL. Exasperated. I have to slow down. I also haven't had medicine in hours, everyone. I haven't had medicine in hours, so apologies for not being able to speak words. But yeah, I've been exasperated. I've been just stretched thin and pulled from all sides. And one thing that my mods have been so helpful to remind me is I know everything I'm going through. I know everything that I'm planning in my head, and others don't. So on the mod front, the wild mods have been like, sweet, we love you, but, this and that, we need to know these things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in my own head. And I'm trying to be mindful of that exact issue, and that a lot of these people and entities don't know the other people and entities that I'm trying to either answer to, that I'm trying to deliver stuff to, that I'm trying to communicate with and engage with. I think it's very easy for some people to forget that, there's so much out there. And I really had to, I only have 2 hands, and I felt like I had a bajillion. I needed to pull back in some imaginary hands. And I will say, one person in particular, having recently turned down a co-leading opportunity, has taken it so well. I waited weeks to tell them no because of everything I was going on with, everything else I had been through. And they were so nice. They were so lovely. And I was in their stream. They did not treat me. I'm going to start tearing up. I feel bad because I did not plan to talk about any of this. But yeah, it meant a lot because they treated me the same, with the same love and grace. And I was just like, I need to DM them because it meant so much to me. Because I felt really bad. I want to help and I want to do everything for everyone. And I can't. It takes so much to learn. I had workshops on this, like trained experience on how to say no to others. Some people, no problem. They know to not self-sacrifice to so many points. Other people, we struggle. So yeah, thank you for listening in, everybody, and hearing my silly little woes and all that jazz. It's just a little difficult to deal with, like, the behind the scenes stuff, the interpersonal stuff, while you're dealing with, your family stuff and your home stuff and work stuff and all of that. So it's a lot. What did I miss? Oh, because alerts. Oh my gosh, I'm rambling. Oh, yo, Nacho Man, is that a full year? Full year that you've been subbed? Yo, Thank you so much. Big hug, Nacho Man, our words superstar, but also just in general, a wonderful human being. Thank you for that. Thank you. All the love. You're like, it's just for words, sweet. It's not for you. It's just so I can keep typing in all the letters without, without being able to see the board. I know what it is. Oh, good. Good, Silverstone. Oh my gosh. I am so freaking happy for you. Seriously. Seriously. You deserve to have that fixed. It's no fun. Landlords, man, fix it. Fix it right away. Send someone over if you can't do it yourself. Come on. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Oh, hugs to Silver, too. Hugs to Silver for all the love. I want to thank Student Tech for the gifted subs today, as well as Ruth for the resubs. Let me just kind of verbally go down the list. So now that audio is officially split, everyone, I think getting the streamer credit roll is back up on that list. We need to get that done. It was so shiny and pretty when I used to have it working early last year, and then it broke. NL for the resub, Wolfbane for the resub as well, sweethearts, and Cutesy for the biddies as well. Thank you all so much. No, he did not blow up the toilet. No. We're going to be doing more co-working Wednesday. So if you're like me, and you realize, oh shoot, the streamer wrapped up and I didn't finish my task, or maybe it's not finished and you want to continue with us on Wednesday, you will be able to do so. But tomorrow will be some cozy, comfy Stardew Valley, everyone. Cozy, comfy Stardew Valley. Yeah, hugs to NL. NL is a sweetheart. If you don't mind me saying, you're an awesome mod. Yes, you are. Johnny. Hi, Johnny. Are you just waking up? I'm just wrapping up. Hi, Johnny. Get your dailies. Get your dailies, everyone. Yes, thank you for the love and the support. Team Coco, all the love to coworkers and co-workers and coders. There we go. Oh, nice. Does that mean some gaming time for Johnny now? Does that mean some gaming time? Or maybe taking Apple to the, I can't say the full word. I'm just going to type it out. Taking her there. We were talking about that earlier with dogs and us needing to either say letters or spell out words. So, because if we say the full word, they'll go nuts. I hope you're doing well, and I hope all of you are having a great Monday, are having a good start to your week. I really appreciate everyone who has been here today. We're back to co-working, everyone. Yeah, I gotta prepare for the Uwu event, but beyond that, we'll do more co-working. I'm gonna make it more of a regular thing, as well as our felting. Our felting will be back. Sooner or later. Hi, Meta. I saw you in Smoke's stream the other day. I was lurking and I saw you there. I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Meta, you're everywhere. Meta. I hope you're doing well. We're wrapping up, so if you want to stick around for the raid, you are more than welcome to do so, as well as everyone else. So, let's see who's live. Some of my tabs have wrapped up, and we're not doing a new friend today. I think I'd like to take you over here. Oh, wait, I don't know. I don't think it's followers only. It's tough when I'm already following them. Actually, one of my mods, can you double check this? So this person is newer to me, but I've hung out in their stream once or twice, and I can't remember. Entity, if I drop this link to you in DMs, can you check out, let's get rid of the embed. Can you see if it's followers only? And if not, we'll go raid over there. I actually didn't even see who else is live. That is a tab. Oh, they've been live for a while. Never mind. They're almost done. Disregard that, Entity. Actually, you could still answer my question. Let's see. Darn, they're almost done. Oh dear, I know this person is followers only, unfortunately. I would love to take you over here. Actually, I can't prove that. Entity, check this one for me. Can you check the second one for me with the S name? See if that's followers only. I have been hanging out in this person's stream the entire weekend. They did a 24-hour book reading marathon. They split that up between 12-hour streams. They actually went and did 13, 14 hours for each stream. So needless to say, they finished that book and were able to begin another one. But today is more co-working than reading. And I love their vibes. The weekend it was purple vibes because of the themes of the books, but now it's green and it's so cool. Love that. How we doing, entity? BRB. We'll figure it out, friends. Oh wait, so I'm sorry, Paglo, or not what? Wait, I'm sorry, what? I'm missing stuff in chat. Thank you, Johnny. What did you say? All I see is you saying or not. Meta, I'm with you, Meta. You know, all the whole spiel that I just gave about trying to do, for my own sanity and clarity, trying to limit just where I am and how much I'm giving out, a lot of that decision making rooted in needing to feel safe and secure for my own well-being. Needed, if I just don't feel comfortable, or if I feel like, wow, this humor, this brand of stream is, or Discord community is just not something that I want to be actively engaging with. It's not speaking negatively of those groups because they have their own vibes, their own energy, their own environment. And so, for example, if anyone ever leaves our Sweet Wild Haven Discord, it's no hard feelings. It could be because you need to clear up your mental space and clarity. You need to clear up your actual Discord list and how often you're scrolling, and maybe you're just not active in our Discord. There's so many reasons for that, and I've never held it against anyone. So yeah, I did feel a little bit like, wow, I shouldn't expect that from others. I think that's where I should just kind of say that is I shouldn't expect that from others. So yes, Sam rated us. I even thank our raiders. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Sam and Alyssa, thank you again, sweetheart. Had to raid and run, but thank you so much. Did you get your answer, entity? You're tagging me. And then another RSO for Samwise. Gotta follow Samwise. Love you. Thank you for that. Sorry I forgot. Oh! Terry popping in during her work and lurking to show you were ready. I'm so confused. We can. Let's do number 2. Good. Green vibes. Let's go. Which is lovely. We have the green vibes today with the cozy forest vibes. I think we're going to continue this for a little while with co-working. But I'll probably swap out the background. We had No Face down below earlier. I swapped that out for Link. So we'll swap things here or there. But yeah, I'm really excited. Also, Meta, I don't think I gave you a hug. Hug, Meta. So co-working, everybody. I realized I should make Reed. You don't have to cheer biddies, sweetheart. Thank you for the 300 biddies. Biggest hugs. Enjoy your Monday, Reed. I know a Tuesday evening stream is late for you, but it would be lovely to see you either Wednesday for more co-working or in other friends' streams. I see you in other friends' streams. You're so wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Reed has been, for many of us, just one of our longest friends. And so yeah, a lot of us are neared and endeared to dear Reed. Love you. Thank you for that. So raid messages for friends who are following. You don't need to be subbed to use those. Regular emojis, they can copy and paste in the next stream just fine. I don't think we have like a specific co-working sub raid message. So why don't we just I'll whip something up. How about cute suit spray. Oh, wait, you know what? Since the green vibes, here. Here we go. Raiders, feel free to use Karopi if you, or excuse me, sub friends. You're all going to be Raiders, hopefully. Hi, Ramen. We're just wrapping up, dear friend. If you'd like to join us for the raid, this is a very cozy streamer. Definitely identifies with the Pride community. They are super sweet. They go by she, they. My default is they when I, am meeting new friends or taking you all over for raids. So they go by she, they. They are very cozy, very comfy. They stream a lot with lengthy hours, very comforting and cozy over there. And I've been hanging out all weekend. I've had a blast over there. It's so lovely. So let's go over. They are part of Team Coco as well. Let's get this raid started. I like to copy and paste names lately just to make sure I take you all to the right location. The stream has been lovely and wonderful. We'll be back tomorrow night with some cozy, comfy Stardew, everybody. In case you get dropped, here's a shouty on where we're going. Let me copy and paste our subbed raid message one more time. And for followers, there you are as well. I've had a lovely Monday. I've had a lovely stream, returning back to co-working. Fingers crossed our VOD has no issues with music. It's just my voice and a little bit of streamer bot alert sounds. Other than that, yeah, Entity got dropped from Saturday's raid. Entity missed the shrills and yells. The loving shrills and yells for sure. We have the Uwu event. Feel free to follow my socials, our Discord. Feel free to join the Sweet Wild fam. I have a surprise in wait for Stardew friends. We'll announce that after Uwu. And yeah, love to our mods. Love to our mods. We adore them. We wouldn't be here without them. All of our lurkers and chatters and co-workers today, as well as the new friends who followed the channel, helping us grow and be the wonderful, sweet community that we are. So without further ado, be kind, stay wild, stay hydrated, and enjoy your Monday. See ya.